104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
All right. Well, friends, Easter's coming up on Sunday, guys. Yesterday's Palm Sunday. Good Friday is coming up this Friday, so a lot of schools will be out. And depending on your company, if they take that holiday or not, you don't have to go to work. And then, Monday's Easter Monday. So it really is about, taking some time for your family and your religion, but also it's about bunnies and chocolate and chicks and eggs.
Peeps. It is. I love my peeps.
This week, we're going to give you a chance to go on the hunt for prizes all over our city. We're doing an Easter egg hunt. And you get the prize. The prizes can range from J Balvin tickets to gift cards for some of your favorite restaurants. Let's see what other kinds of tickets we have. Oh my gosh. One of the prizes this week is a cabana at the Omni for 6 for the pool.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. We have gas cards, Echo Dots, museum tickets, movie passes, food, Moody Garden stays. All kinds of prizes will be available this week on this hunt that we're doing. So the KRBE crew is going to be all over town. It's going to be DJ Noel and Ahmad that you hear on our show here with lots of spring surprises, and you can win them each day. If you're the first person to find them on the streets, you win. So every morning, 8 o'clock, we're going to give you a clue as to where we're going to be, and then you can check in with our KRBE bunnies.
So what's the clue?
Well, why don't I just tell you what the...
Why don't you just... Is it a clue, or are you just literally telling us where to go?
I'm like, that's not really a clue. That's just a...
Well,
that's the address.
I was given a zip code
are we supposed to come up with a clue?
and a location.
We can't do everything here.
And I think, am I supposed to come up with the clue? Because if I tell you the zip code and the location, there's only one of these in the zip code. I looked it up. So there's not really a hint to it. It's just I'm just going to tell you what it is.
All right.
So are you going to tell people? I think we should do a hint. Then it's going to destroy the whole bit,
the
right?
zip code, Ahmad?
Because Ahmad's going to be out there. Come here,
Ahmad's
Ahmad.
the bunny who has to be out there with the prizes. So
and it's
I'm
only for this time. You can't see Ahmad tonight at 7 at Walmart.
It's just one particular appearance. Ahmad will be there. Ahmad?
Yeah, throughout the week I'll be there. I say just give the zip code, because you're right. If you give the place and the zip code,
then everyone knows just going to be there.
Yeah. Which I would love, so I could get in and get out. That's extra work hours for me. But I'll be out at, should I say the zip code?
Yeah.
In the 77040 area.
That's my zip code.
That's Jersey Village.
From 11 to 1.
11 to 1. And I think I'm going to call Sam. There's a lot.
11 to 1.
11
Okay, so
to
you're
1
checking in with
a.m.
Sam.
I will come
Somewhere
by.
in the 040, and the somewhere, think about this, has to do with our radio station and some of our advertising partners.
Okay.
Think of maybe who you hear a lot on the air advertising their products.
Can you guys tell how well we planned this?
Is it a
Hey,
place?
we just do what they tell us, but they say a clue and there's no clue.
Is it
There's
a place?
not a clue.
How about a rhyme or something?
Where
you can eat?
What rhymes with 77040?
No.
No, I mean, like wherever this place is going to be, you say, it's on the street.
Well, this place is oh my God, there was a song in Encanto.
So all we're giving is a zip
bird.
code in one of the largest cities in the United
How
States.
about I tell you the
How
exit?
about it rhymes with carandas?
Roula.
God.
Exit Jones Road.
Hey.
Somebody has to know, Kevin. Somebody has to tell
Yeah,
them.
I think everyone knows now.
Well, somebody's going to be like, where's Carandas? What's that? Is that a furniture store?
Oh, Lord.
You tell us how it goes today, Ahmad.
We'll see.
11
It's
to
going to
1.
go quick is when it's going to go.
The Jersey Village area is
Like
where you're going to find
11:01. Oh, it's gone.
11 to 1.
Hopefully, because this
And
is
the-
overtime. for
Am I
me.
supposed to tell you what the prize is? Am I supposed to know what the prize is?
Yeah, I guess you could say the prize.
J Balvin tickets.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Plus, we've got movie passes and children's museum tickets and an Echo Dot with a gas
Give them
card.
directions, guys.
Jersey Village.
Yeah.
040.
If you're leaving the
Ahmad's
station,
coming to you.
you get on the Beltway.
I'm sorry, it's such a Monday. I'm
north.
just
All right, we're good.
Get on
at the
290.
point right now. I just want to go home.
No, I feel the same.
As soon as I woke up, I've been mad. I just in a pissed off mood.
Well, there's this cool place in Jersey Village that you might want to go to. You throw axes It's called Tex Axes.
I saw you throwing Friday.
It was so cool. Quinn and I went over there the other day. Tex Axes. It's veteran owned, and you can go there and throw knives and axes with a whole group of people.
You throw knives too?
Yes.
How about flame stars?
They didn't. I didn't see stars there, but they made.
I used to see those as a kid.
Flying stars, like the ninja stars?
Yeah,
Oh my God, that will kill somebody.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point.
You're throwing them at people, Roula.
No.
You're throwing them at wood.
Oh, really? Oh, my bad.
It's a dodgeball.
No.
If you can dodge a wrench in a Chinese star, you can dodge a ball. Like, what the heck is that?
That's not where they're going to be today.
And wait, where were we? Were we in a meeting somewhere? Was it you, Kevin, that asked, do they play dodgeball with the toddlers or something? We're like, no, you don't play dodgeball with
I
toddlers.
think that would sounds like something I would ask in a meeting.
I think it was about Santi.
Yeah, when Sam's son got hurt.
His
right.
At daycare.
I
and they were
I
like,
thought they had a fight club going.
Oh, yeah. That was
Maybe
a
fight club, or it was dodgeball. It was
It's like,
just
why is he
him.
at bruises all the time? No, I was kidding.
Stop it! Oh my gosh, he's fine. He just limped for
ankle fine?
he limped for like a full day. He just wanted that little attention. I think.
When we come back, we can take the calls. We
Yeah,
have
about
people
what
lined up.
kind of job or profession. Like, who won't you date? You got cheated on by somebody who was a teacher.
Doesn't really
that
make
was one of our
sense.
callers.
It's a
He
true
will
thing.
never date a teacher again, he said, because that teacher cheated on him with another teacher, so teachers are dead to him. He will not date teachers. So are you in a similar situation? Did an ex burn you so bad you want nothing to do with something that reminds you of them? 833-390-KRBE. Who won't you date because somebody burned you? We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Miles Smith stargazing on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. And we're about to take your calls at 833-390-KRBE. We're going to go to the phone straight away to Angie. Based on somebody who cheated on you or betrayed you in the past, what is an occupation or a quality about your ex that you refuse to date a new person if they have that quality? Hi, Angie. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. So who is it that's off your list, occupation-wise?
Military, anything military.
Okay, so tell us what military man wronged you, Angie. What military man wronged you?
Okay, so long story short, we dated in high school. 15 years later, we reconnected. But during those 15 years, he went to the military and everything. We dated for a summer, and from one day to the next, he was, keep in mind, he is a disabled veteran. He got a call for a quote-unquote contract job overseas. He had to leave within 72 hours. And what tipped me off that something was going on is that he took his PlayStation and he took a sex swing that he brought.
Wait. He brought one of those swings that you have.
But he took it with
relationship.
him overseas.
Well, it makes a good seat when you're playing video games. Realistic.
My God.
You can swing back and forth, play
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
and then
Oh, my gosh.
as women are during these times, we become FBI agents. And then I found out that he cheated on me with his ex-wife.
Oh, no.
Dang, I'm sorry.
So, but wait. That was y'all's swing?
Well, I was going to say, was it a surprise that he owned the swing? Like, you knew about the swing? Or you found out about the swing
He
and
brought,
took the
he
swing?
brought it. He brought it over during the summer, during our time together. He was living in Georgia at the time. We were working on things to be together here in Houston. So he brought a sex swing, but when he left, abruptly, he took it with him overseas.
That wasn't
A portable
obvious.
swing? I wouldn't trust it. I'd be like, I'm not going to, I don't think that's going to support anything. Where are you going to bolt that into?
No.
It's a portable swing.
Someday I'd like to know that story. How did he bring it up to you that he wanted to bring the swing into your
just
house?
hung it up.
show
Yeah.
And like,
They put him on door frames.
He just, oh, is that right?
door frame?
Before-
But how do you swing back and forth?
I'm in a rental.
She's
I'm in a rental. I laughed. I told him, we're not doing that in here because this is a rental. But, he took it with him overseas
And
somewhere.
that's how you knew. And now I'm noticing.
so weird.
So then, okay, so when he left, just real quick, Angie, aside from all of that information, when he left, did he try and contact you like, oh, baby, I miss you. I can't wait to come back to you? Or you were like, you took the swing. I know you're not into me. Like, you're not
first,
crazy about
yes.
me anymore.
The first few days, he reached out to me and everything was like, I took a shirt of yours or whatever. I'm so sorry. And then I found out, and then that's when I just told him to,
Go away.
F off.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
All right.
Good
Thank
job.
you for making that radio
That
PG.
military man with the swing, no go. All right. Thank you so much. 833-390-KRBE. Kayla's up next. What's an
We should all do that.
occupation?
We should all bring a swing home just to see what and record our mates.
Oh, in mine
Where
and
would
Sam's
you
world, we're
buy
bringing one that our
something
kids
like
can sit in. Sam's gonna be like, oh, yeah,
I
I
do have a hammock in my backyard.
You're like, this is awesome. I can turn around, put my belly through the Little loops there, the hole, and just swing back and forth like Superman.
Kelly's up next. I'm sorry. Kayla is up next. Hi, Kayla. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. So, who's the person that you just can't date because somebody that was your ex ruined you?
Profession.
It's not an ex, but I grew up and my mom owned a daycare center, and not once, not twice, but thrice, cops cheated on their wives, and the kids had outed them.
How do the kids out their cop dads or their cop moms?
The one,
Top dad.
the one when I was like, I think early teenage years, she was 3 years old. I remember that I started working at my mom's daycare, and they made us these crocheted scarves. And the mom, she was so sweet, and she was a nurse. And the 3-year-old, I don't know why he thought that the 3-year-old wasn't smart enough, but she came home one day and she goes, how come Daddy doesn't kiss you like he kisses Mia? And she's like, who's Mia?
Oh,
And then it turned out that he had a mistress and he was paying for an apartment for her.
Oh.
And then this is why they couldn't afford another vehicle, and the wife's vehicle would break down. And I'm like, she's a nurse. He's a cop. They have moderately good jobs. Like, what's going on? And then it all came together, and she figured it out. And then another child that was a few years younger than me that I grew up with, I didn't know until later in life that she was the baby of the affair with the cop and the mom. And then he later divorced his first wife and got married to her. They had another kid, but like right now, I found out a few years ago that they got divorced and he's moved on again.
So you're just.
So I wouldn't recommend cops.
So you never dated a cop, but you just saw all the carnage that happened when you were a kid.
Made you leery.
Different situations.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Wow.
That's one horny cop.
I got it, Kayla.
I
different
noted
cops,
it.
right?
I noted it down, and I was like, never. I will never date a cop. Thank you, guys, for showing me what happened.
Right.
Do you remember? Was it a sheriff? Was it a constable? Was it?
She was 14. I don't think she paid attention, right? Did you?
Somebody with a
Yeah,
gun.
I was young during that time, but all I remembered was both of these guys were cops. I'm not about this.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Kayla, that's really something.
When I
Well,
get text too, but I text about firefighters. Or get
24
earlier.
on, 24
Really?
off. You
I
can
guess that-
lie about where you are.
That
in
you
your
could
shift.
lie easy.
Say, hey, I'm on shift.
Unless you got Live 360.
Yeah, Live 360 is a
She's
game
easier
changer.
Not on shift. Let's go to Tasha on the line at 833-390-KRBE.
Unless you put that on a different phone and you leave the phone at the fire department.
Tasha.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Now, I think what you're about to tell us, I have questions about how you come to find out this fact. But there's something about a man you will not date because what? Tell us what is the quality that you find out? And you're like, nope, not me.
A guy that does not pay child support to take care of his ex's kids.
Okay, but who's going to tell you
Whether
that?
That's just a deadbeat.
Yeah, it's a deadbeat dad. Hey, guess what? I'm a deadbeat, Tasha. Nice to meet you. You want a beer?
But you can tell, like, the wife comes over and says, you haven't paid $1, or you get lawsuits or things in the mail.
What's your story? Like, have you ever learned that about a guy that you were dating? Because I'm assuming you got burned by a deadbeat dad, or you're getting burned by a deadbeat dad, right?
No, I'm not. Like my ex-husband, he's good to his kids and everything. It's just I see it all the time with whenever I was back in the dating scene and then with my sisters and everything. And it's the guys who will say, "Oh, she's crazy," or "I hate my ex." Well, she might be, but I mean that's still your kid. You still got to do your part.
Yeah.
And chances are, those are the guys that want to have kids with you too. Like they're always wanting to make more babies, and they're probably not close to their mom either. So I mean, they don't have values of a woman. If you find somebody that takes care of their ex's babies and is closer to their mom, that's the kind of guy that you're still going to be with when you're 80 years old.
All right, that's good to know. So if he says his ex is crazy or he can't stand his ex, then
Not
you know
paying.
that's leading to him
I
being a
understand.
deadbeat
If
dad.
you're not going to pay, then just pay for a condom.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
too
no
late.
kidding.
Why try and
goalie got
spread
past
around?
the goalie. It's too late. People are texting at 37530 occupations they won't date. You know, this all started when one of our callers named Jake for How'd You Catch Your Cheater told us that his soon-to-be ex-wife is a teacher who has cheated on him with another teacher, so he will never date a teacher. And this person all in caps, teachers. I've dated 2 of them when I was single, but the complaint about the pay ruined me. I'm way too positive for that. It's not even because the teachers cheated on them.
It's just
They
annoying.
complained about it.
They like the complaining.
That is hilarious.
And then one of our texters who regularly texts said, just FYI, guys, teachers are constantly on the top 5 professions of cheaters. Really, they are?
I didn't know that.
Where's
I
that
looked
stat?
on
I wanna see that.
through our text. I would say cops, firefighters,
Truck drivers.
truck drivers, teachers, and pilots.
Yes,
Oh, you mean
pilots
like
was
a
on there a
pilot
lot.
that's
I just see pilots. I don't
This
know.
one
like
says
a
lineman.
747 or whatever.
Anything that has a travel job. This one says travel jobs. Firefighters, linemen, pretty much all men. Pretty much all men. So we got military men on the list.
man.
We got cops on the list. We got firefighters on the list. We got linemen on the list. We got teachers on the list. Pilots on the list. Truck drivers on the list. What else?
Just a man. You're
Just a
right.
man.
Just a man.
Just the man. Just the man. Y'all can go to the listener line if you want to add more. Is there anybody when you were single, Sam, that you were like, no, I can't? Profession-wise?
Not really profession-wise because I've been with my husband since college. So, but definitely like a vehicle. Like I had a guy that cheated on me. He drove the PT Cruiser. We called him a PT loser. And so whenever I saw those cars, like that would make me so mad.
Those things were everywhere in like
And then-
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I dated another guy. He had a Jetta Passat that smelled like crayons.
Crayons?
And so,
Yeah, kids.
Really?
Like
legit
Crayola
inside,
crayons.
yes,
Maybe he
inside
had a kid.
smell. No, he didn't have a kid. I know that he didn't have a kid, but like the inside of it always smelled like crayons. So then
That's
I was like
weird.
scarred from like the smell of crayons for
the
a while.
wax smell of
I
crayons?
was so odd. I don't know why his car.
Did you ever ask him what is in here that smells like
He
crayons?
said that was a normal thing. That those like cars smelled
Did
like
he smell like it?
crayons.
Like when you were making out? Did you smell
No,
him?
he didn't smell like crayons.
So you're saying
He
that
just-
all Jettas smell like crayons?
That's what he
Well, that
said.
Or Passat? It was a Passat you said?
It was. Oh, hold
Did
on.
anyone
I think it was a.
tell
I
us?
think it was a Jetta. It was a
Okay.
Jetta because I had a Passat, and my Passat did not smell like that. And I was like, but he told me. Like maybe that was what he was cheating with. I don't know. Like
was it
why?
was it a teacher? Like a
Like why
kindergarten
did
teacher?
he have crayons?
It's not like she has a bag full of crayons with her all the time.
Unless
I
she
like
was
how
like
you
a-
say crayons. You
Is
say
it crayons? Crayons?
I say crayons too sometimes.
Like cranberries?
Crayons.
Crayons?
It's crayons.
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 That doesn't sound
Crayon.
right.
I know, but
Crayons.
you and I learned from our parents. I think.
Crayons.
You know what's funny? Crayon is the word in French and in Greek for lipstick.
Oh,
Cray-
well, I mean, that
crayon.
kind of makes sense.
So every time I think of a
Same kind
crayon, I
thing.
think of a lipstick because crayon is a
Should I
lipstick.
say it that way? Crayon.
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 Oh, what are you trying to be
Santi,
French?
grab your crayon.
Crayon. This texter
With a croissant.
37530 has listed a name of a company that I will not say, but it says blank corporate is a bunch of wife swapping hillbillies.
Oh man, that's my
White swapping hillbillies.
that's my provider.
Someone said they had a Jetta and it smelled like crayons.
Oh, that's
what?
weird.
Are you for real?
Was it like new? Like a new car
No,
smell?
I
That's
don't
what their new
think
car
his
smells.
was new.
There's somebody said,
no
yes,
way.
that's true. The
that's
Jetta
the-
smells
It's the
like
Jettas.
crayons.
Let's look up a Reddit
Do they
thread.
still make the Jettas? They do, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
they
I
do.
think
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that
They were
a no
cheating the
thing?
emissions for a little while, but they got found out on that one.
Oh, here it is. Volkswagen Jettas, particularly older models, are known for their distinctive crayon smell, often described as an artificial, slightly earthy, and almost plastic-like aroma. This smell is primarily attributed to the use of paraffin wax, a common component in crayons in the car
I gotta
manufacturing.
smell a car. Does somebody would have one of these?
It's for rust protection, is what they use.
So when you get in the car, what would you do? Like,
You would just smell it.
Roula
Yes. Like it would just be like, yeah, the smell. I couldn't.
Oh, there's
I couldn't.
Wow.
huge amount of Reddit threads about this.
That's really
Y'all,
funny.
I hate to change the subject. We're about to do scoops. So, Katy Perry and Gayle King are going up right now
They just
in
blasted
a
off.
space shuttle.
In the all-female Blue Origin flight, it just
It's
lifted
not a
off.
shuttle.
it's a wiener.
Yeah,
It is.
it looks like in Austin Powers' Dr. Evil's
Yeah, his.
wiener-looking rocket.
Yeah, look at
They
that thing go.
just lifted off, and so far it looks good. God, why am I so nervous?
This is the same one that William Shatner went up in.
It's the
And Michael
all-female
Strahan.
team, 6 women. It's Katy Perry. It is Lauren Sanchez, who is Jeff Bezos' fiance. Let's see who else is on that. I had the whole list. Gil King. We had Gil King. Oh, here it is. A former NASA rocket scientist named Aisha Bowe. A bioastronautics research scientist and civil rights activist named Amanda Nguyen. And filmmaker Carrie-Ann Flynn round out the flight crew. It's only going to be 11 minutes.
I thought it was 11 minutes.
They're going to reach a height of about 65 miles above Earth. It is considered the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space, the Kármán line where they're going to go. So they're not actually going to be launched into orbit. They're just going to go right
now-
there.
They go high enough to be weightless.
For the next 6 months, all we're going to hear is when people interview Katy Perry is to talk about this.
She's gonna write a song about it.
That was blue. She'll be here in May. She's launching her tour in Houston.
That's all we're going to hear.
Astronautic girls are in the atmosphere.
Oh, that's you, Kevy.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Song about
Now,
that.
if you were given the chance to do this, because I think it costs like $600,000, would you do it?
No.
Anybody?
No.
I would in a
Nope.
heartbeat.
And no.
No.
But
But
they
they
have
have
to
camera.
pay for it.
Oh, they just
sure,
went dark.
but-
Oh, no, the
No, I'm
camera's
saying
on
if
Jeff
it was
Bezos.
free. If it was free, would you do it?
No.
That's
No.
what I'm
No.
asking.
Nope.
Zero, no. Absolutely not.
If I was single,
If I was single with no
Even if I was
responsibilities and just
'cause if
whatever,
I died,
still I don't
I'd be
think
so
I want to
pissed
go out
off
like that.
if my dad did that and he died on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd be like, you selfish SOB.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just they don't. It's not common enough to do it now. There haven't been enough launches that I feel safe.
I mean, it's kind of
doing
tricky. Katy Perry has like a 4-year-old. I'd be like, I don't leave my 4-year-old behind. You got to think about stuff like that because I know it's supposed to be all tip top shape and stuff.
I know
but
they say
anything
you could
can happen.
die anywhere driving.
I know, but this is a really
Somebody drove on 610, I
rare
think it was
thing.
yesterday morning,
Okay.
and head-to-head collision.
Oh,
They're on-
another one?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know, I will tell you this about
Like-
Houston freeways. It is Eric, did you say nothing good happens after midnight or did you say 10 p.m.?
Midnight. Well, my mom used to say like after 1.
Okay, so
30.
on Friday night after the Astros game, I made a bad decision to drive to Galveston on Friday night instead of Saturday morning because I just knew I couldn't be there the whole weekend and I wanted to spend the night in Galveston because I wanted to wake up there and because I couldn't stay the whole day. And I was about a mile from my house and I'm like, is this really the best idea right now? And then I was like, well, sure, it'll be fine.
No
the
traffic.
entire drive, I was on alert. Like the entire drive, I was just so on alert because I was just nervous. I mean, 45 is crazy.
You got to worry for
And now,
drunks
and I'm glad I got there safely, but I'm not doing that again. If it's late like that, I'm not doing that again because there's too many crazies on the freeway. This
There's
guy on the motorcycle.
There's not enough cars to slow you down. And then you got some crazies, drunks.
Well, and I was making
motorcycles.
sure not to speed because there were lots of constables that were waiting to
That's
catch
good.
you, which is good. But I made sure not to go over the speed limit by
Unless
too
they're
much.
over there talking to their girlfriend. We know cops are cheating.
I
never paid
That's why
attention.
they didn't pull you over.
But to the guy on the motorcycle who just zips through 45 like it's
Between
nothing.
people?
Yeah, you have
Oh,
a death
yeah.
wish.
Yeah, you do.
You have a death wish, and you're going to destroy the car that ends up accidentally hitting you
That person.
because you're the zip zagger.
You will
right?
actually mess that person up for life. I had somebody do that to me yesterday, just hauling ass, zipping between the cars, and it gave me a heart attack. I was like, I mean, just it's so dangerous.
You motorcyclists. All right, so they've got lift off. Gail King, 70
far
years
so
old,
good.
Oprah's
launched into
I
flight.
wonder if it smells like crayons up in that thing.
I heard space smells like burned wire, according to Scott Kelly.
You have a couple people
Like
I talked
burned
to.
wire. All right, we'll be right back with Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Bing, bing.
From Hollywood to H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerías Arandas, and in case you've missed it, the capsule has landed safely back to Earth after the all-woman crew, including Gail King and Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sanchez, is back down to Earth.
I never realized how they landed because I don't think I'd seen that in the last celebrity flight. But they're coming down with these parachutes, and it looks like they're coming down pretty fast. And right before they hit the ground, rockets fire off, and it softens the landing.
Well, they went 65 miles above the Earth. It took about 11 minutes, and the I hope I'm saying it right. The Karman line, Karman, but both have accents over the A's. Karman. I don't know. Have you heard that word? Okay.
I know
It's
Carmax.
considered the boundary between Earth's
the guy?
atmosphere and outer space.
So it's
That's
where the
62
atmosphere
miles.
ends on planet Earth, and
Yeah.
you're touching space.
So they weren't launched into orbit, actually, but they went right there. That little line came
What
back
if it
down.
did? Uh-oh.
Whoops. Whoops. Slipped up in there. Anybody ever see the movie Space Camp? When the computer gave Leaf Phoenix his that was Joaquin now.
Yeah.
But Leaf Phoenix his wish of going into space.
And the guy from Jennifer Aniston's ex-boyfriend.
Tate Donovan,
Yeah,
who
Tate
played
Donovan.
Joshua on Friends.
The guy from
Kevin,
Revenge
Space
of the
Camp
Nerds.
sounds like something you should have
Lamar
lived by
Latrell.
when you were a kid. Did you
I
see
bet you
Space
went,
Camp?
I bet you went to it. Your parents paid
You
for
never
it.
saw Space Camp.
I
They took
don't
you. He
think
went to the
so.
real camp.
But you went to Space
I
Camp.
went to go to space
Did you go
camp.
to space camp?
I'm sure he did.
I don't think I was really interested in space at that time.
You would have.
Well, I wasn't
Yeah,
interested in
I
space at all, but I think it was lack of things to watch, and it was on TV, and it was Leaf. So Joaquin Phoenix's original name is Leaf. His brother River, his sister Rain, he changed it to Joaquin.
Yeah, they're
but
all
he's like
hippie
a 9
names.
or 10 or 12-year-old. Like, he must have been a 12-year-old playing like these young kids that go to space camp
They accidentally start up the space
and
shuttle
actually get
and
launched
go
into space.
orbit.
And it's Tate Donovan, Leah Thompson from Back to the Future.
Oh, you know who else is in it? Spielberg's wife, Kate
Capshaw. Yeah, she's the only one that's actually like a real astronaut. And then the Tate Donovan guy who played Joshua on Friends, he basically cheated his way through whatever they were doing at space camp because whatever, it's space camp. When they got launched into space, then they're all like, okay, Todd or whatever his name is, I don't know his name, that thing you learned. And he's like,
cheated?
I didn't actually learn it. I didn't actually learn it. I don't know what we're doing.
What?
And actually, now that I think about it, Eric, gosh, we have to look up the cast. I think the blonde lady who plays Tim Allen's wife in the Santa Claus 3 having the baby, and she was also on Lost.
Oh, yeah.
She was one of the others in the village, the blonde.
Yeah.
I think she's in it too. I can't remember. But anyway, Space Camp, Blue Origin, same thing, right?
Don't waste your time watching it. It sucked.
Really bad.
All right. So now that the Super Bowl is past, you almost forgot what happened there, right? Chiefs lost to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about who was in it.
I know, you almost forgot who was in it. Like pop quiz, who was in it?
I thought as bad as you give us sports.
Yeah.
It's like the Cougs lost last Monday. We were all upset for a couple days, but now it's like,
You just get over it.
Move on.
you know.
Moving along.
Now the Rockets, they're going to be playing the winner of tomorrow night's game.
Which is between the Memphis Grizzlies or the Golden State Warriors. We hope for the Grizzlies for better game times for us.
So then after that, the next game will either be Saturday or Sunday.
And what has calmed down because the Super Bowl is over is the focus on the relationship of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They are still together. Over the weekend, they were at Coachella. Everyone's like, oh, look at them. They're all hugging. Well, they have been dating a year and a half, and they are adults.
So they're married
Probably
already.
would be hugging.
Right. So the story today is that as Kanye West has become Kanye West, that nobody wants to associate themselves with, you know, Kanye West, when he was married to Kim Kardashian, they had a big beef with Taylor Swift. That's where her whole album reputation was stemmed from.
What was their beef?
Well, the beef is that, first of all, he took the award from Taylor Swift at the VMAs
Oh, okay.
and said Beyonce deserves this
Solar
award.
Thunder.
And then Kanye had the stones to say, if it wasn't for me doing that to you, nobody would know who you are. You're not famous. Because I stole that award from you. That's why you became a national world
That's why
name.
kids listen to her music.
Yeah,
because
that's why
of
people
the-
like you.
She was
Because I
doing
stole
pretty
your
well
award
before
from you.
that.
And then that whole thing of recording Taylor Swift while they were talking, and then she said they manipulated the audio to make it sound like, she said, yeah, it's fine. You're going to talk about me in this song. Well, Travis Kelce is not okay with the latest sayings from Kanye West about his girlfriend / fiance / wife. I don't know. They get married.
Who knows?
He said there must be consequences. Kanye West would never dare to say this stuff to Taylor's face because he recently has been dumping on Taylor Swift, talking about how she slept with Justin Bieber and she slept with Harry Styles and all these things. She actually had to send Kanye West a cease and desist letter after he made these claims. But that's probably not going to be the end of it. So, I don't know. Is Travis Kelce going to get 5 minutes alone in a room with Kanye West?
Everyone's
Pummel
just
him?
ignore this man.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem. Hollywood, they want to talk about his tweets and exes, whatever you call them.
Well, people are saying the reason you can't ignore this is because it's not just him gossiping. This is like sexually harassing her, defaming her, and intending to cause harm to her and to her career. As usual. Just taking a page out of the Kanye West career destroyer. There we go. All right. Latest weird news that was seen in an airport. Britney Spears was in Mexico the other day for some vacation time, I guess. But her bodyguard, who's giant, was carrying a baby doll wrapped in a pink blanket as if it was a real child. Now, they say that Britney does have a doll collection, which people have that. But the fact that she took one with her when she travels and had her bodyguard carry it like a real baby is what has caused concern.
Yeah.
People are saying, well, I hope that she's not making him treat it like it's real.
Well, this is
After watching, like, that Seth Rogen in the studio,
I didn't see it yet.
It's good.
and then started watching Ray Donovan, 13 years later, I finally
I
got
was
to
going
it.
to say you're real late.
I don't know Ray Donovan. What's that
It's
one?
like, it was on
seasons.
Showtime.
It just, he basically, Ray Donovan, Liev Schreiber, or whatever his name is. You know the guy.
Liev Schreiber.
Liev Schreiber.
Oh, okay.
He's like
okay.
he's a fixer. Like, his job is bad things happen in Hollywood, he fixes it.
Oh, so like Olivia Pope.
But I'm just,
It's handled.
But he's handling really deep, dark stuff.
Yeah.
Makes me like, get your daughter out of Hollywood. These people are gross.
Oh, no.
These people there's no reason to be there. They don't film there anymore. And a lot of the auditions are all Zoom now.
That was the talk that I was
Like,
having
why
with
you
her
waste your
this
time being there?
weekend.
Because these people are just disgusting.
You wouldn't believe the stories that, because my daughter's been on
power.
a million auditions, and some of the things that she tells me, I can't repeat it. It's disturbing.
Why not? You might as
Well,
up that.
just certain, like, celebrities have got a horrific
Yeah, you
reputation.
start to learn.
And I don't want to, like,
And then you watch Hacks. It has behind-the-scenes stuff, too. The new season just came out.
First 2 episodes are out.
If you love Hacks, it's out.
How many seasons is that now? 4?
It's the 4th season.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
watched any
good.
of that.
Eric, you turned me onto that show. It is awesome.
I love
Randomly, I picked Desperate Housewives on Amazon Prime because I wanted to go back to the pilot of that show. Remember how this country was nuts for them on Mondays? They would have 25 million viewers, Sam, on Sunday night. 25 million was the number.
Good.
This whole nation was watching that show. And on Mondays, you'd be like, whoa, Desperate Housewives last night. So when I saw it on Amazon Prime, I go, I'm going to see what the pilot, I forgot how this pilot shakes out. I just remember when Lynette said, if you don't behave at this funeral, do you know what this is? This is Santa Claus's cell phone number. I will call him and tell him you will not have any presents. And her crazy kids were like jumping in the pool during the funeral
Oh, yeah, the twins.
reception. Anyway, I was like, wow, that's funny. I only watched the first episode.
Watch Hacks. Watch Hacks. It's way better.
20
Hey,
plus
yo,
years.
it's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, so Kevin, you're all into Houston real estate and home building and buying and renovating and selling. So there's an article in the Chronicle right now. It said Houston's status as a relatively affordable place to build a home is now under threat as these tariffs are looming. So if these tariffs go through, the rising inflation could be bad for builders and buyers alike. Some analysts estimate the proposed tariffs could raise home building costs in Houston by anywhere from $8,300 to $12,500 for a median priced 2,000 square foot home.
It was already difficult for people to get into our home, and this is going to make it even more difficult. We don't have the lumber supply here in the United States that, say, Canada does, and if there's tariffs on that, then unfortunately it's going to cost more. So I'm not building any homes right now like Eric is, but remodeling, it's certainly going to take a toll. We're going to hold off for a little while.
Well, the cost of everything from flooring to appliances, straining builder budgets, have already, it's going to be difficult.
It's passed down to the people that want to buy a house.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There's new barriers to buying a home now. And then, oh my gosh, the mortgage rates are ridiculously high. Taxes, insurance. I can't even think about it. It's so bad.
adulting.
I can't buy any more homes for a little while.
Adulting for real.
Tax day's tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow's tax day. And just real quick, I want to mention again, if you were at Dyken Park on Saturday for the Angels game, the one of the 3 that we lost because we won the series, Jared Whalen made national news when he took that foul ball from Mike Trout's glove. He was not ejected from the park. He was moved. He says that he was just trying to get the ball to
Ahmad
keep his
reached
son
out to
safe.
him, tried to see if he'd come on the show. But
Maybe he won't because you called him a liar.
A little leery right now.
I didn't call him a dork or anything.
You called him a liar. You were trying to protect your son. You're a liar.
I mean, I'd love to have him on to talk about that. Did you really believe that you tried to protect your son?
Or when you pried
come
that
on,
ball out
Was
of
that the real
glove.
reason?
Or it's all happened so fast. You're
That's
just going
You're
for
not
the
really
ball.
thinking. So you apologize to Mike Trout. He met Mike Trout after the game. Mike Trout signed that ball, and it was in foul territory. But if Mike Trout had been able to catch it, it would have been an out.
But the way the guy grabbed the ball out of his glove was not cool.
Correct.
But his face is hilarious. People keep sending us the memes of that guy.
Oh, God.
He looks like the character from Inside Out in the dream world that was almost forgotten the memory of, like, what's his name? Balbo or
Yeah.
Bambo? Whatever. It's kind of funny. They can make like a meme
No.
about him. It's funny. Okay, coming up next. What is it? Okay.
Round table.
Right, we're going around the table. Is texting THX instead of the actual word thanks spelled out rude? Or is this where we are in life now? THX is okay? Or just like K?
You can't
not
even
okay?
give us the extra 1 second to type out the full word?
Yeah, what are the
I said
parameters
KK.
of rudeness versus acceptance when it comes to texting? We'll talk about that next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.